One of the principles in technical drawing is that we must always see to it that our drawing is in the center of our drawing paper. So how are we going to center our drawing? So supposing that this is our drawing paper and this is the borderline. So first, what you're going to do is to draw a line from each of the corner of your borderline to identify the center of your workspace. There. Nevertheless, you don't have to draw the entire line. What you're supposed to do is just to mark somewhere in the center just to identify the center of the space. Just like this. Okay? Once you will be able to identify that center, using your triangle, draw a horizontal line passing through the center. And this should just be a construction line using your 3H pencil. Okay. Then another vertical line coming from the top, again from the center. There. Okay. So again, let me remind you that these are all construction lines and these are very light lines, and these are done with the use of your 3H pencils. Okay, so next, what we're going to do is to analyze the object that we are supposed to draw in terms of orthographic projection. So supposing that this is the object that we are supposed to draw, we should first analyze the dimensions of the object, just that we can find the center of the measurement that we need in order to lay out our drawings on our drawing paper. So first, let's look here. This shows the length of the object. So the total length of the object is 80 millimeters. So that's 50 millimeters and as well as 30. That makes it 80 millimeters. For our depth here, it shows that it is about 60 millimeters in depth. And in height, it shows that it is 80 millimeters in height. So with this information, this will guide us on centering our drawing on our workspace. So first, get the length. Okay, the length is 80. Sum it up with the depth, which is 60. That makes it 140. Okay, so going back to our workspace with 140 and with some considerations for the space in between our views, let's make it about 30 perhaps. Okay, 30. So that's 80 plus 30 makes it 110, plus 60 makes it 170. So the center of 170 is 85. Yeah, that makes it 170. So with that, with 85 in mind, so from the center, measure 85 towards to your left, Okay, mark it from the center of the line. Once we measure the needed space here, the needed measurement, I mean, which is 85, then we're going to draw a vertical line. Okay, so measure from the center 85 towards here, and measure again another 85 towards this end, towards the right end. Mark it on this center line that we did earlier, then draw a vertical line. Okay, so this one, supposing we already did our measurement, so we're going to draw a line here which is 85 millimeters away from the center, and as well as here another 85 millimeters from the center there. So if we're going to check, probably this will give us about 170 millimeters there. Okay, so with this we can see now that from this end and towards that end, the drawings that we are going to construct on our workspace will be on the center. Now the next thing that we're going to do is work our way towards the top and towards the bottom. So with this, let's look again at the dimensions needed on our object. So for top and bottom measurement, this will require us the height of the front view, which is 80 millimeters, and the depth of the top view, which is 60. Again, with 80 and 60, this will make a total of 140 plus the space that we are going to provide in between the views from the front view and the top view, which is 30. This will still give us 170 millimeters. So let's, with that information again, let's work our way in here again. So the same thing, from the center, measure measure 85 towards the top and measure 85 towards the bottom. Once we mark it from our center line, then that's the time, that's where we're going to draw a horizontal line. Now these dimensions will always depend on the kind or type of object that we are working on. Okay, so let's draw some lines first. So 85 mark, 85 millimeters towards the top from the center, and 85 millimeters towards the bottom from the center there. So now you could see that within this perimeter, that the views that we are supposed to construct are at the center of our workspace. So in this process, you can always make sure that your drawings are in the center. Okay, draw the details of our object, from the top view, the front view, and the side view. From this point here, we start measuring our details for our front view towards that direction. Okay, then include the space that we will be providing for our space in between the front view and the side view. And as well as towards the top, we work our way from measuring from the bottom of the front view towards the top view. Okay, and again, include the 30 millimeters space between these views. Okay, so there you have it. That's how you start laying out your orthographic drawing and making sure that your drawings are always on the center of your drawing paper. So good luck to everyone, and I hope you learn from this video. Bye! If you like the video, please subscribe